Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this Monday night's Take and Make craft activity. And this time around, we are going to make a triangle leather pouch. What is this, you ask? This is Nirvana. This is such a cute little helpful tool, really. I think of it as a cute little tool. Virtually no end to the uses for it. I made one myself. Love it. And I'm going to use mine in so many ways. I think I'm actually going to buy more material and make a bunch more. One to go with my office at home, one in my car, because I don't know about you, but my car doesn't have an ashtray or anything to store coins in. So I have this little container in the console and it's got a few coins and it's clunky and it takes up a lot of room, but this would slide right in. I also think, because I like to bike ride a lot and I like to go to the beach a lot, handy little tool to carry. If I'm at the beach, I could stick my key fob in here. Whoops, let me pop it open. I could put my key fob in here, maybe a couple dollars in case I feel a little thirsty and need to go to the snack bar and get something to drink. You could put change. You could literally do anything with this. I saw it on somebody's desk and they had paper clips sitting in it because they didn't have a drawer and didn't want a container of them out. It's just super cute. So start thinking about how you will use your little pouch, because I'm already coming up with more and more ideas. So I got two different colors of material. I think Jenny gave you two. Gosh, I never know what your kits look like, if they're exactly like mine or if she has to give me options because I have to make one to show you. But I got this cool bronzy one and this pretty gold. And you know, we like shiny things, so gold is fine. The first thing you want to do is pick out what material you have and what material you want to use if you have choices. And then this template will be on a full sheet of paper and you're going to cut it down. So this is the part you want. And then all I did, I'm going to tilt this down so we can see all the good stuff. All I did was line it up on the end, hoping I could get more than one out. And I could, but it will be a little thinner. Lined it up right at the end of my material here. Took a pen and I just want to draw the outline on this side here. And don't worry if you squiggle. You can adjust that when you cut. We want a nice line here. We're gonna cut this out. And you guys are going to die when you see how easy this is. Well, not die, but you're gonna be thrilled when you see how easy this is. All right, now I'm just gonna cut it out. Easy peasy. That's like the hardest part. Okay. Now I'm going to show you with the paper first. See if I can do this right. I've done one already. I don't even know why I say that. I psych myself out. So we're going to, starting like so, we're going to fold. And then we're going to fold again. And then this part, just gonna fold over again. And sometimes my folds aren't perfect. Paper's very forgiving, as is our faux leather. So no, it's not real leather, it's a faux leather. So for all our vegan friendly people or vegan minded people, it is a vegan friendly project here. Sorry, I'm looking at the folds. But also so inexpensive, so you can do this over and over again. All right, so that's our template. So now we're just gonna mimic it here. We wanna fold, so we have, what am I doing, guys? See, I did do this the first time too. I'm trying to fold the wrong way. Yeah, you're folding from top down, which just feels like it's so big. So I keep using this as my guide, and it's not. I gotta stop psyching myself out. I'm doing fine, it's fine. Remember that perfection thing that I always say is overrated? It's rearing its ugly head right now. So just like you would trifold a flag, I think that's what it's actually called, then you come this way, and you wanna keep it as tight as you can. And by that, I mean, you want, when you're here and you're folding it over, you want these pieces to fit snug. You don't want a big gap here, and you don't want it pushed up so it's that piece is too long for the edge, but you want it nice and tight. You want it to fit snug so that everything will fit together, right? And then this part folds over like so. Okay, so this is gonna be your outer fold, and this is your inner fold. And I'm going to eyeball, because you know I don't measure anything. I'm going to eyeball about where I want my closure to be. And then I took, yeah, okay. Let me do this. I'm thinking it through while I'm talking it through. It's not going well. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go like so, and then I took a little mark here on the outside so you can see it. Might be just a little bit off center too, so I'll fix that. And I did it a little different than what the instructions said because, hi, have we met? I'm gonna pop my little thing of glue out that you guys, I know you have in your kit, because I wanna use this to protect my table. So I'm gonna go just to the side of my mark here, and I'm going to puncture a little tiny hole with my X-Acto and swirl it around so it's truly a little tiny hole. And then I'm going to just do a tiny little hash across it, so like a tiny little X, so you can see it's opening up. Can you see that little tiny X? Just like that. Okay, so remembering this is my first fold, this is my second, and this will fold over the top. Now I'm going to pop my pen in through my hole so I can see where I need to poke that one too. And I'm going to repeat the same thing. Take my X-Acto, pop it in. I can hear it break through and go into my cardboard. Then I'm going to do a little hash mark or a little cross. See if you can see better on this side of it. Okay, now do my folds again. Do my folds again. I don't know why I struggle. Every time I go to fold it, I want to fold it backwards. Isn't that crazy? So now I'm going to put glue on this piece because this is ultimately going to be the back. You know what? I'm going to cheat and go ahead to the next one so that I can show you as though it was already done. So I'm actually gonna do this out of order. And I've gone totally rogue, Jenny. I'm so sorry. I don't even know if I have these things in order. So I cut my holes first. No, I made my template. I cut this down. I folded it to make sure I knew how to fold, which we've all seen. I've failed like 5 times. Then I poked my holes. Then I'm gonna go to the bottom one. See, we're gonna do like so. And I'm going to find that little tiny hole I made and pop this little piece. It's like a little tiny, let me see if I can get it on my finger here. Little tiny screw back. I'm going to pop that through here. So it comes out on the shiny side. And then I'm going to take the other part. Goodness, bumble fingered. And I'm going to screw the screw back right onto this. So this is why I wanted a tiny hole and not a big hole, because I don't want this to not catch when we try and shut it, right? Because we don't want that. Okay, so we have like so. Here we go again, guys, can't fold. And then when it's all done, it will end up looking like, ta-da! But before we can use it, we have to glue it down. So I'm gonna fold it back and I'm gonna go along these lines. So I take my little mini glue and twist this on, and that should puncture the hole inside. And now, because I'm super petrified I'll mess this up, I double check my work again. And even though I started off doing a full line of it, you're not gonna have enough glue to glue a whole line all the way around, but it is good if you can do these little dots like I am, just kind of spreading that glue around. I'm gonna move into the middle a little bit. I'm gonna smear this line, a couple of these lines that I did. Make sure I have dots of glue. Squeeze this tube, flattening as I go, to get as much of the glue out of here as I possibly can. Then I'm gonna come back. And start my fold again. And this time, you guys, I'm not gonna mess it up, right? So cute. Now to hold this so it'll keep its shape and all that glue will adhere, Jenny gave us these cute little binder clips. And I put them so the tightest part is right on the edge. And then I'm gonna use 2 on this side as well. And I'm gonna have those so they're right on the edge of that material. I can feel it on the inside, so you're gonna just feel around. And you'll wait for that to dry. And in the meantime, I'm gonna fire up oops, sorry. I'm challenged. I'm gonna fire that up and get it warm, and I'm gonna take my personalized decal that was made in our creative space here at the library. And don't you just love that you can create things? And you know, if you come in with a half-formed idea, that's okay. It's always fun to talk to other people who like to get crafty and makey. And Jenny can always give you advice, or I find that the best projects I do don't start out anything like I think I'm going to do, but as I'm thinking of it and thinking of how to do it, I add more and more to it until finally, ta-da, now I have this great idea, right? Right. So that's why I'm loving having a creative space. Because now I don't have to buy a Cricut. I was seriously thinking of doing that, but between the two locations, we have Cricut and Silhouette. And because of that, I can just come here and get my craft on and take my stuff and go home at my leisure and create. So that was our heat press, letting me know it's reached temperature. And I just set this on here and I'm kind of burnishing it with my thumb. I can use the edge of this. The real work is going to be from our heat press. And honestly, it's not gonna take long, and you don't wanna hold heat on here for very long because it is it is a man-made material, so it is not a natural material and we don't wanna burn it. I'm actually gonna ask my face mask to come in and work double duty because it just makes me nervous laying it right on here. So if I'm gonna tell you, if I were at home doing it, I would use some sort of cloth. So here we go. Here goes nothing. Jenny always says 30 seconds, don't wiggle it. You know I'm a wiggler. So I'm gonna set it on here. Oh, and look, I'm burning my... So really be careful with how hot and how long. But I did manage to get a decal on the other one without burning everything. So maybe the wiggle is a good idea. Aw, I really want you guys to see it with that on there. Let's see. What can I do? I'm gonna lay it right on there and I'm gonna put it back on. This is why we have extra though. I can make another one. Maybe that will become the beach bag one after all, because that's gonna get a lot more wear and tear than anything else. I always like to give it just a second to cool. I don't know if you need to. I don't know if that's wise. Move this a little bit. It's always when you're on camera that things don't want to go well. Huh? All right. Try again. Oh, it wants to. I can feel it. And it's so pretty too, this dainty little pattern she's got for me, which I wonder if that's part of why it doesn't want to stay, is those little flowers or leaves on there are kind of giving us trouble, aren't they? Oh, I'm gonna get this. Now it's become a mission in life for me. I guess I don't know when to quit, huh? All right, here we go. We're gonna do the 30-second timer. I don't like to do 30 seconds, but I'm gonna. I can't help but move it though, you guys, sorry. I just know it's gonna melt if I don't. Yeah, I've already shown you that I'll melt things. If anyone can ruin a project, that would be me. But you know what? I'm okay with it because I do have enough. I made another one already. I love it. And like I said, I'm gonna use it where I know Aha, I just needed longer because that one did try and stay on. Okay. And as I always say, if it won't go from one direction, try it from another, because this was starting to go. I think maybe I'm letting it cool off. It is trying to peel off. You guys, can you believe this? What in the world is going on? All right. We're gonna get this. Or I'll be in this studio for hours. Oh my goodness. The actual project doesn't even call for a decal. But I can't give up now. So I'm gonna put this in the base and I'm gonna rip that backing off, and whatever stays, stays. And we're just gonna go with it. One time. Okay, here we go. Ready? And, oh, hot. Hot, hot, hot. It's not staying. Oh, 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 I hate this so much. Yeah, my name sort of stays, doesn't stay. Parts of it. Oh, you guys, so bummed about all this. Come on, come on. It wants to come. Part of it's coming. You know what? That's okay. I'm gonna make this work. Get my name on there, and I'm gonna peel this off, and it is all good. I'm gonna cut a piece of this off. I'm gonna lay it back on top, rub that, and I'm gonna hit it again with it, and it's gonna work this time. But we're not gonna stay here and do this all night so that you can watch me iron. Nobody wants to watch me iron all night long, and I don't want to be ironing anything but this. But you can see I've done it. It's just the pressure of performing, I think. Also, when I did it with my iron, which was kind of handier because I had the small point and I could do it. So look, vinyl is really not that hard to work with, and the iron on vinyl is really not that hard to work with. I think I'm just having that kind of day. So don't let my weird, crazy day keep you from trying something new. And again, go to the creative space. Make more than one logo so that if you have a faux pas, if something doesn't turn out quite right, no big deal. You can always fix it. Look, I'm still fussing with this because I want to show you how quick this stuff dries, so that you can see how quick you'd be able to use your pouch. But I do feel like it's still a little damp because I put the heat on it, so I'm gonna leave it alone and stop fussing with it. But cute little pouch. And like I said before, how many uses can you think of for this guy? I have like 10 right off the top of my head, and I'm sure there are more, and I'm sure there are more that you guys could think of that I will probably never think of. So, all of my vinyl mishaps aside, this was such a fun project for me. I really love this little pouch. I mean, I love it. Kind of obsessed with it. I have one in my car right now, and this one's gonna go, I don't know, beach bag maybe, bike trip. I'll always have this for the bike trip, but no, it's been really a joy to hang out with you guys this evening, make this little faux leather triangle pouch. I had lots of fun, and I have fun even in the parts that don't go well because it just challenges me to figure out, what am I doing wrong here? Nobody ever knows what you expected it to look like, so you're your own worst critic, and I am not gonna sweat the small stuff on this. You guys, I hope you had a good time this evening. I did, and I hope you have an even better rest of your evening and better tomorrow, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.